Hey everyone, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're jumping straight into it. I wanted to do a look that, of course, you can wear all year round, but it has those festive vibes. You know, the red lip, lots of sparkle, lots of glitter, and I was listening to Michael Bublé as I was filming this, and I was feeling the Christmas spirit. I cannot believe it's December. Like, what? Jumping straight into primer. So pores aren't really a problem for my skin, but it was a scorcher of a day in Australia and I was feeling a little bit sweaty. My pores were a little bit open. So I'm just using the Benefit Porefessional to fill those babies up. Now going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in 01 and mixing in some of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Celestial to give my skin luminosity. And this has quickly become one of my absolute favorite foundations, and I'm also taking those enhancer drops just on the tops of my cheekbones to give those areas that extra glow. For concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Pro.Conceal HD Concealer in Porcelain, and I'm just popping it under my eyes, on my eyelids, as well as down the center of my face, and this will just give my skin that extra bit of coverage as well as highlight those areas. To set those liquids into place, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Translucent, and I'm just starting off by applying that under my eyes to ensure that we have no creasing, then just applying that to the rest of my face. With the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, I'm going to sculpt out my cheekbones, give my face a little bit of definition. Then I'm going to bronze and warm up my skin, focusing my application above where we contoured our cheeks and the perimeters of my face. I'm going in with the Too Faced Love Flush I Will Always Love You blush, which is a nice neutral peachy color, and I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks and bringing it back towards my temples to give my skin that nice flush of color. Then taking the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Kitten and applying this to the tops of my cheekbones and above my brow, and I love this highlighter. Now moving on to brows, I'm taking the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Pencil in medium brown, and I'm using this to pretty much create a whole new brow shape. I'm starting by creating a line at the bottom, then brushing my hairs downwards to create the desired shape at the top of my brow, then using hair-like strokes at the beginning before filling in the tail end of my brow, constantly brushing out as I go so there are no harsh lines. Then using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Chocolate, which makes me crave chocolate every single time. I'm pretty much going over everything that I've just done just to get it a little bit darker, sharper, and generally more defined. Then taking a little bit of concealer to clean up the edges. I'm taking the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 3 to tint my brow hairs to create a more natural looking brow. Then using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set the hairs into place, and I'm brushing up the beginning of my brow to create a more bushy appearance, then brushing the rest of my hairs down to their natural position. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm taking the Violet Voss Matte About You palette and starting off with the shade Sweet Talk, which is a really light orangey shade, only a little bit darker than my skin, but I just wanted to use it as a transition shade so that we have a nice gradient of color. Then going in with Mesmerized, which is a darker burnt orange shade, and I'm applying this below our transition shade and starting to get a little bit more definition into the crease. Then taking the shade Tender, which is like a red brown shade, I'm really packing this in my crease, and we are creating a half moon style look today, something that I'd seen floating around Instagram but I had never done myself. This was my first time giving it a go, and I knew that a lot of this shadow was going to be cut by the crease, but I wanted it to be a base for when we go in with some other shadows a little bit later. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer to carve out this cut crease. And if I did this look again, I would create the shape a little bit differently. I would create it more circular rather than long, because although I was also applying this above my natural crease so that I had more lid space, I found that I had a little bit too much lid space to work with, if that makes sense. I'm also going in with some makeup remover just to remove that excess shadow, then taking more of that concealer to create a nice even canvas for the rest of the shadows that we're going to be applying, and also setting that with some translucent powder so that our lid isn't sticky and the shadows will blend very nicely. I'm going in with the shade Darling, which is like a cool dark brown shade, and I'm applying this just above where the concealer meets the eyeshadow to get some depth and definition going on. Then of course blending that out so there are no harsh lines. Then taking a little bit of the black from the palette. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this shade name because I know I'm going to get it wrong, but I'm just applying this on the outer corner to create a little bit more shadow to the outer edge of my eye. I'm going in with Makeup Geek Cosmetics Shimmer Eyeshadow, and I'm applying that to the empty lid space, and I will be applying glitter over the top of this, but I just wanted this to act as a base so that none of my skin peeks through the glitter. Then going straight in over the top of that with the Stila Cosmetics Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Diamond Dust. And I feel like this eye look was a little bit hard to get my head around because I'm so used to applying the glitter just on my inner corner or just on the center of my lid and then blending it out and creating a gradient using darker shadows. But to apply it all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner, it was just a very different concept for me. Just a little bit weird. I'm quickly praying to the eyeliner gods above, then taking the Eyeko Black Magic Liquid Eyeliner. And as I said earlier, I had a little bit too much lid space. It was feeling a little bit bare, so I created a thicker wing than I usually would. I'm coating my lashes with the Milani Big and Bigger Lashes Mascara, and now I never wear falsies, but I just felt like this look needed it. So I'm going in with the Model Rock Lashes in 212 and just popping those bad boys on and blending them into my natural lashes with some more mascara. And then I just repeated the exact same eyeshadow steps on my lower lash line before finishing off the eye look with a little bit more mascara. Moving back onto the face, I'm taking the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray to lock everything into place, then taking the Morphe Liquid Lip in Hot Shot. Nothing screams Christmas like a red lip. So I'm just applying that, and you guys know by now that I overdraw my lips, so I'm just doing that. And I felt like a glossy lip today, so I'm taking the NYX Butter Gloss in Red Velvet. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I know this style may not be everyone's cup of tea. I don't even know if it's my cup of tea. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, but it's just so much fun playing and experimenting with makeup. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.